memories, and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, I'm Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas, and this is a preview invitation show for tomorrow's big show, which is coming from the Eagle Pass Lucky Casino. Inside the casino, we'll be there with at least 150 high school coaches at the football level here in the state of Texas and some legends. And, Freddie, we've been talking a little bit about the show coming up tomorrow. Again, it's been 25 years consecutive that coaches have been arriving here. The first ones got here, there were 20. Yeah. And now we're up to 150, and they're coming from Paris, Texas. They're coming from Houston, Texas. They're coming from Western Texas, from the Rio Grande Valley, from Laredo, from San Antonio, on and on and on. 150 coaches and counting. It may grow before tomorrow, but Lucky Eagle Casino, what a spot they've got for us tomorrow on the invitation for the fans. We're going to have guys on the podium again. Some legendary ones starting at noon, D.W. Rutledge, and then we got some other guys that are just as big time as you want that are going to be on that podium tomorrow.
But Doc Curtis, Joe Martin, just to name a few, Jim Streety, Larry Hill, Bruce Bush, David Sanchez, Dub Ferris Stadium over in San Antonio, North ISD has a name for for that. So again, when there's stadiums named after you, you must have done something in Texas high school football to get your name on that stadium.
And that's why these guys are here. Again, it's Dos Amigos. We're at the Dos Amigos Ranch, which is a beautiful place. They were talking about it. It didn't look like this when it started 25 years ago, but it's come a long way. And so we're kind of here. We're mingling with some of the coaches, getting to know a lot of these coaches and a lot of these athletic directors from the various schools, and also hearing some great stories. And what we're doing for you, the fans, is, again, tomorrow, we're going to click the cameras on. We're going to go live. We're going to have interviews with legendary coaches that are going to be participating in the clinic as speakers. We'll have the podium mic on and the camera on them. You'll be able to hear some of the speakers, which, again, is just a legendary lineup. You'll get to hear from the coaches themselves who are going to come over and interview with us. We've got some commitments from coaches. We're going to unveil some new helmets. We're going to showcase some helmets because some coaches got competitive even at that level and said, wait, if there's going to be a helmet here, I want to make sure one of my helmets is here. So we'll line some helmets across the table. But, again, at Lucky Eagle Casino in Eagle Pass, it's going to be an exciting day. It wraps up at 4:50, so we're going to break that up into some different segments. But again, let's just run right down the lineup from 12 to 12:50 alone. Let's just run down that lineup of who's going to be on the podium and talking to fans, talking to other coaches, and telling stories and also teaching at the same time.
Yeah, D.W. Rutledge, Joe Martin, and Duck Curtis are to name the three that are from 12 to 12:50. From 1 to 1:50, you got James Treaty, Pete Fenderberg, and Larry Hill. And then from 2 to 2:50, it's Bruce Bush, John Lerma, David Sanchez, and Les God. That's from 2 to 2:50. 3 to 3:50, it's Dub Ferris, Mike Robbins, and Kiv Hardin. And then 4 to 4:50, it's Cozell Foster, Mike Honeycutt, and Oki Villaseñor coached here in Eagle Pass. He was actually, when I was in school, in high school, he was the head coach, and I didn't play for him, or I was not an athlete to say. I was an athlete, but
he was on his way to being an announcer. That's a kind way to put it, my friends. So, again, that's what they're going to be, and it's not just coaches. You hear some of those names there, and if you're not familiar with them, then it sheds light that there are going to be some officials here that are going to be unveiling and explaining and going over with these coaches some of the new rules that are coming out, and we'll be right there for you. And so you're going to hear first and forehand from the officials. So this is an invitation even out to coaches and assistant coaches who didn't make the trip out here, that it's an educational purpose for you as well, as we are really unveiling the curtain here on something special. And I know the hope is that, well, we can entertain some fans. We can let them know what's going on. We can let them hear some of the stories. But perhaps it's an invitation to some coaches that this thing continues to grow every year.
Exactly.
And if you're watching it this year, participate next year. I know there's coaches' clinics that go on. They have to figure something out to do, Freddie, between now and August 6th, when that practice begins. But, again, we're going to be here. We're going to be live. Freddie and I are going to break down a little bit about the talk that's been going on leading up to this clinic. That's realignment. So we'll discuss a little bit about that. Again, we'll give you a little preview. We'll talk a little bit. how can you turn a microphone on and a camera on and not talk?
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
kind of what we're all about. So we'll get back with that. Again, we thank some of the sponsors and advertisers that are taking part. This is a presentation of Rio Sports Live Southwest. We're coming to you from Eagle Pass, Texas. We'll be back after this.
At Martinez Family Practice, they offer health care and are right now accepting primary care patients. Right now, they are giving athletes the chance to get in their sports physicals at just $20. Angelica Martinez and the Martinez Family Practice in Eagle Pass.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rody's family. Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Rody's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Rody's Rody Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
Back here at Eagle Pass, Texas, Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia. Hey, thanks again for joining us. We actually got the cameras on us, which is a rarity when we're broadcasting. It's coming.
Maybe that's why people are like, okay, who are these guys? And what are they doing on camera when we're used to seeing athletes, high school athletes? Of course,
athletic days are long gone, my friends.
You can go to our 6 different platforms, our Facebook Live page, our Real Sports Live, our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Subscribing to our channel, you make sure that you get, of course, a notification of when we're on live. You can go to Roku TV, Apple TV, our website, www.realsportslive.com. And Twitter, follow us on Real Sports Live and Real Sports Live Southwest.
Before we get into tomorrow's broadcast, which again, this is the invitation, it's the preview invitation to our live broadcast tomorrow from Eagle Pass Lucky Casino. What a weekend we got wrapped up coming up as far as if we can get through the weather. I know the weather's going to try to play some havoc on us, but Freddie, after tomorrow's show, hits the road. As a matter of fact, during tomorrow's show, Freddie hits the show. By the time I wrap up, he may be there. I don't know. He's going to be broadcasting. I'll be broadcasting live. We've got IWFA football. We've got men's full contact football. We've got Brownsville FC soccer coming up. Freddie, you're going to be out in Lubbock, Texas. And you're going to be covering athletes, not just from Eagle Pass, but from around the region in this travel baseball.
Travel baseball, yeah. We're following Lone Star Baseball Club out of the Austin area. South, they have 3. They have Central, South, and North. So we're going to be following them. 17U, we have a tournament. It's a perfect game, 17U tournament out in Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech, Red Raiders. So if you are a Red Raider fan, I know Texas Tech is in the Omaha, of course, the baseball right now, as far as in Omaha, the College World Series. Texas is also there. We just saw Florida also get in on a walk-off win against Auburn. So
Freddie will be busy.
Yeah, we'll be busy.
Really busy. And then Freddie's coming back, and next week Freddie takes off on the 7-on-7 trail.
Yeah.
He'll be covering some 7-on-7 here, and fans will be covering 7-on-7 as well. Well, we talked about what we're going to be doing tomorrow. It's going to be an extended show. It'll be broken up into a couple of segments because otherwise we'd be on the air for about 7 hours straight, and that's not going to happen, especially if he's leaving. I know we got speakers. I'm not going to try to carry the load for that long, and my wife wouldn't either. Dahlia will be running the camera and running the commercials, which I'm trying to do that at the same time. I miss her on nights like this. Fans, again, all of these coaches are converging. They're going to be talking with legendary coaches. There are current coaches that are going to be here. One of the things, Freddie, that these coaches have already been talking about is the first thing first. They had to upset the apple cart and get the schedule set together because realignment occurred.
Yeah, that's
good,
true.
bad, or ugly, it happened, and here we are. And some of these coaches are looking at, they've got a few games they can play. In other cases, they've got less games they can play to get ready for district play. But nonetheless, the districts have realigned, and coaches from – it's neat. Coaches that are here are coaches that are going to play one another.
Yeah.
And then if they make the playoffs or when they make the playoffs, from the guys I've seen, once they make the playoffs, they're going to be playing against each other at that level. Get to a round 2, they're going to be playing that level. Get to round 3, I see representation here at that level, and that's just out of our region here. And then you talk about Houston's already talking about coaches that are here. So, again, realignment, Freddie, your thoughts going into it. We'll touch base a little bit on this preview show.
Yeah, we'll touch bases just on Region 4 because that's the region where we're at, where you're at, down in the Rio Grande Valley, and, of course, down in the southwest. District 29, Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Laredo, Alexander, LBJ. Nixon is a new coming into the district.
New
player in the district. Laredo United South, all the same ones. So from this district, 2 of them came out, which is South San, the Bobcats, and Southwest. So they go into a 5A district, which plays into the CC Win, Eagle Pass CC Win district in 5A now, with Eagle Pass having two high schools here. We have a 5A and a 6A representative.
In some cases there, those coaches used to schedule each other in a non-district game.
They still
now
have
all of a sudden they are a district game.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Uvalde actually is out of the district for CC Win, but they still have them in a non-district schedule. So it is one of those things for you guys down in the valley. You have Brownsville, Hanna, Brownsville, Rivera, Harlingen South, Los Fresnos, and San Benito.
Which right there, District 32 6A was loaded to the gill with the Westlacos involved in that. Now the Westlacos are out. It's down to a 6-team district, which if you don't think that's tough enough, you got playoff teams up and down there. And now you're talking about there's only 6 teams. 4 of them get in. 2's going to be left out. So you can't afford to lose a district. You lose a couple, you're out already. And so that's where that District 32 6A plays in. We got coaches from there that'll be on our show tomorrow. Discussing that at length.
District 31 6A, Westlaco is over in the Vela, Edinburgh Vela now. Edinburgh Vela got trounced by Austin Westlake. I was a part of that broadcast back in the playoff, and you were actually at Buccaneer Stadium.
I was. I was.
You were doing a playoff game.
San Benito and their playoff loss, and then we covered Los Fresnos and their playoff loss. All the teams that we're talking about, they're going to be heavily covered this year on RioSportsLive.com. Most of their coaches are here, are participating in this in some sort or another. As again, we're at the Dos Amigos Ranch. This is the 25th annual Coaches Clinic. We'll be right back. Freddie Heredia, I'm Joe Bowling. It's an invitation preview show for tomorrow's show, which is coming from the casino itself. Back after this.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Fiesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Fiesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas.
Back here in Eagle Pass, Texas. Thanks again. I'm Joe Bowling, Freddie Heredia joining me. We got coaches that are kind of wandering in from the golf course right now as we are wrapping up the day's events at the 25th Annual Dos Amigos Coaches Clinic here in Eagle Pass. Tomorrow we'll be going live. I'm going to guess around that 10:30 time slot is about the time we'll go live from Eagle Pass, from the casino, inside the casino. Going to have kind of a Vegas feel there, Freddie. They're going to have us in there under the lights in the lounge and coaches surrounding us. And you just took a look at one of the speakers is also a renowned doctor.
Yeah, Bud Doc Curtis from the San Antonio Sports Medicine. He's basically the Spurs doctor down in San Antonio. He is an orthopedic surgeon, and he actually has done some work on one of my child. Actually has seen him twice with injuries, and he's been able to bring him back from football because it happened during football season, and it was able to bring him back for baseball season. And you know how the turnaround is from football to baseball. Getting back to the 5A, just quick in Region 4, San Antonio Southside, who were in the Eagle Pass CC win, now has Alice, Cal Allen, Corpus Christi, Toulouse Midway. Floresville now moves into that district, Floresville Tigers, and Somerset. Somerset is not going to have Dinkelman. Dinkelman, of course, I think he is related to, of course, the great coach down there, and I'm drawing blanks right now.
He's been looking at 100 names over here on this list right now.
Well, the Detmer, he's the nephew of Corey Detmer, and he was committed to a college and decommitted from them. Of course, they had a special run in basketball. They actually went to the state finals. They were playing in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome when we were there
with the Santa Rosa.
The Santa Rosa, yeah, and. So Real Sports Live has covered a lot of sports this season, and thank you, Joe, for the great job that you've been doing, and of course bringing me on in the Southwest region. But remember, guys, 6 different platforms. Share us, like us, and follow us on Facebook, Real Sports Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the only way that these kids are going to get noticed too. Nowadays with recruitment, this is the way that people, colleges now go out there and find film. You know, they see these highlight reels that people are putting on social media and saying, hey, I got to go look at this guy. Well, I got to go look at this guy.
Had 2 recruiters already tell me, hey, it's neat when a coach calls me now and just says, hey, click on this link, my kid's playing tonight. And that's one of the big reasons why we unveiled this the way we did and pulled back the curtain, if you will, on allowing these kids to be showcased at a worldwide stage. But from a recruitment perspective, I know that's what's going on with your travel baseball teams. A lot of these kids understand it's exposure, 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 and then when you open the camera up and then allow a scout an opportunity to see an athlete in action in their element. And in this case, you never know if you're a player, if you're being watched or not by a recruiter. So you have to be at your A level, and that's what a recruiter wants.
Yeah.
They know you're going to up your ante when they announce their presence and that they're going to be there.
Yeah.
But when you don't know they're there, that's when they want to see, well, what kind of athlete is he when the spotlights aren't on? And this is what we're doing.
This
Go ahead, Freddie.
This is why we do it, and this is why we bring you realsportslive.com. As we move along, I know some of the Bernie Champion, Castro, Medina Valley is also Kerrville, Tybee. They go into that San Antonio Memorial, Uvalde, Kennedy, Alamo Heights, Lockhart district. So there's a lot of changes. Cigaroa, Laredo Cigaroa is in that Couch Elsa, Sherryland, Mission Sherryland, Far Valley View. In Roma, what are your take in that 5A district, District 16?
I know it became a huge district, and therefore the non-district games are minimal. And so, again, you're looking at travel dates on games what normally you wouldn't be traveling. You're looking at having to go to Laredo or Laredo coming to the Valley and back and forth. Normally you would wait till the playoffs. Now the Rio Grande Cities and the Roma's like, hey, welcome to our world. We travel every time we go somewhere, whether we're going west or we're going east. We're going somewhere unless they play each other, which is Week 1, by the way, when Roma takes on Rio Grande City. That's on a Friday. Mark that one down. That's no love lost between 2 teams right there. And that's what it does as well. A lot of these teams that are used to scheduling these games, the rivalry games, if you will, the in-city games, the city championship game, now are scheduling these in week 1 and week 2 because of the fact it's a bigger district. You got to get those games in, and the fans demand that those games are played. And frankly, it's just a lot of fun. So, yeah, we're right there. Again, this is a preview invitational show. We're going to wrap it up here pretty quick. But, again, we're in Eagle Pass tomorrow morning. Go ahead and click in because it's going to be entertaining. There's going to be speakers on the podium that are going to be talking about the state of Texas, high school football from a historic perspective. You're going to hear some stories from some guys that have won some state championships, in some cases multiple state championships, in some cases same guy. Yeah. Back-to-back state champions, and you're going to hear stories from them. You're going to hear interviews that we're going to have alongside these coaches that are going to be in between the speakers, in which we're going to be discussing with players that played against some of these coaches, players that played for some of these coaches, and again, current coaches and coaches that have retired and happily retired in some cases. I had some conversations last night with some of those guys. So, again, we invite you tomorrow morning to join us there. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to kind of wrap it up because, again, it was just a preview show, and it's getting dark here, so we don't want to get any lights involved. And then food. They're starting to eat. I see the plates carried out. It is a picnic, by the way, tonight, and we were invited. I'm Joe Bowling. This is Freddie Heredia. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be right back.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here in Eagle Pass, Texas, thanks again for joining us as we're going to kind of wrap things up here on a Friday night. I think I jumped the gun and said it's Saturday. It feels like Saturday. I don't even know if it's a Friday, Saturday, or Monday. It's a Thursday night. See, here we go again. Yeah, Thursday, Friday. Night. I don't know anymore, Freddie. I just know there's a game here, there's a game here. Set the camera up here. Look this way. Get your rosters. Talk about what's going on. 6 nights out of 7. Last week on when they said, hey, once school lets out, you're not going to be you, are you? No. Yeah. Well, here we are again. We're doing an invitation show. Tomorrow, again, encourage you to join us. We're going to be at the Eagle Pass Lucky Casino and the Lucky Eagle Casino.
Yeah, it's the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel. And make sure you guys visit their website, www.kickapooluckyeaglecasino.com. We want to thank our great advertisers, Martinez Family Practice. Don't forget, guys, if moms, dads are watching us live, don't forget. $20 physicals, sports physicals.
It's that time of year. It's that time of year. Get them out of the way right now because there's summer workouts coming up. Travel plans, if you have any vacation, trying to get that in. And then all of a sudden there's nothing worse than getting back. And August 6th arrives, and your athlete has to walk in and say, hey, coach, I don't have my physical yet. Get it done. $20, get it out of the way. So, yeah, again, thanks for her for joining on and being one of the sponsors. Again, tomorrow morning we'll kick it off about 10:30. And I say kick off because it is high school football we're discussing. Legendary coaches, former coaches, officials, physicians going to be talking about the game of football in the state of Texas in a coaches clinic. Coaches that are currently coaching are going to be here. We're going to be interviewing some on the side. We're going to be entertaining you throughout the day. We're going to break it up into several segments because, again, it starts at noon when D.W. Rutledge takes the podium. And I can't wait to hear some of the stories that come from him and some of the there are question and answer sessions each time one of them finish, and I'm kind of interested to see, well, what kind of questions do you dare ask him?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Coach, I'm Manny Gomez. You remember when I played against you and we took you on a Saturday in downtown Harlingen and you guys had to play in the afternoon in the hot sun? Yeah, we got Manny Gomez on. We'll be unveiling some new stuff. I know a new helmet is going to be unveiled for Eagle Pass CC Win. Exciting stuff there, Fred.
Yeah, it is. It's with CC Win being such a successful program, you have a 2017 Coach of the Year, or 2016 Coach of the Year in Eric Villaseñor from CCWin. And you have the 2017 Coach of the Year in Eagle Pass High with Tom Gonzalez. So we're going to have those two guys also join us early in the morning. And of course, Oscar Oki Villaseñor, who was a legendary coach here, moved on, coached at LBJ, Laredo LBJ, was the head coach there. Got to coach against his son. What a unique thing. Your son coaching on the other side of the sidelines. I mean,
unique thing until you get to the dinner table the night before the game. And then afterwards, I know these guys. I watched them in washers yesterday. We're playing washers, and they're pretty competitive right there. Win or lose, I don't care where you're at. Father, son, grandfather, it doesn't matter. They're going to talk about it. These are some competitors. Again, we invite you tomorrow to join in with us on the broadcast. We'll be going on an extended period. We'll have the cameras on us for a little bit. Thank God we'll get them off of us, though. We don't need us on the camera anymore.
No.
We'll have coaches with us, visiting with us throughout the day. Again, we'll turn the cameras onto the podium. We've got the wireless microphone that'll be there at the podium for you to hear the speakers, and you, the fans, who are just as eager as anyone else for high school football to start. It's coming. It's going to get here one way or another. So
June
again,
14th, and we're already talking Texas
July,
high
August.
school football.
Oh,
I mean,
there it is.
To know that this 25th anniversary, Dos Amigos Ranch Football Clinic, basically the kickoff to Texas high school football. And we want to also thank Dr. Hector Villaseñor, the clinic sponsor, and of course the two co-directors in Oki Villaseñor and Eric Villaseñor for giving us the opportunity to come out here and do something like this. This is pretty cool.
Little fun. Hope you enjoyed it, my friends. This is just an invitation preview show. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to get the camera out of the way, and we're going to eat before everything's gone. It looks like some good stuff off the grill. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, reminding you tomorrow to join us for the broadcast. Until next time, that's Freddie Heredia. I'm Joe Bowling. This is RioSportsLive.com, and we'll be coming to you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.